At the beginning of your trading journey, an important decision must be made. Will you trade with a standard CFD broker or with a prop trading company? It is crucial to thoroughly understand the pros and cons of both options in order to make the most of your potential. If you already had experience with trading on the MetaTrader 4 platform, you have used CFD broker solutions. Such a broker primarily earns money from the spread and commissions. They offer a simple model. What you deposit and what profit you generate is what you can withdraw. The problem arises here when your capital is small, but you would like the profits to mean something. Although you might be able to maintain a good 3 to 5% monthly result with low risk, with a capital of, for example, $1,000, it's only $30 to $50, which is not a very motivating monthly goal. On the other hand, by increasing the risk, we automatically expose ourselves to greater losses, which can be catastrophic. It often happens that a really great trading strategy becomes ineffective due to slightly increased risk and leads to account bankruptcy. Trading with CFD brokers can be recommended primarily in two cases. You have a substantial capital where a few percent monthly will fully satisfy you. You want to use the run-type risk management model, where you risk a very high percentage of the account, wanting to achieve the highest results as quickly as possible. In other cases, it is recommended to look at the cooperation model with a prop trading company. These companies offer, for an appropriate fee, the opportunity to take part in a challenge, after which you'll receive an account with much higher capital than the one invested in the challenge. The fee cost varies and ranges from $50 to $1,000. The challenge is usually divided into two stages. In the first stage, your task is to achieve a result of at least 10% of the account with a simultaneous maximum daily loss of 5% and a total of 10%. This is the first stage. The second stage is simpler, as our goal decreases to only 5%. The possibility of loss remains the same, 5% daily and 10% overall. If we manage to pass both phases, we gain access to the funded account. By investing about $500 in the challenge, we get access to an account worth up to $100,000. But let's not get euphoric immediately. At this stage, the rule of maximum account loss is still maintained at 5% per day and 10% overall, so we can lose $10,000. This is the real amount to refer to, looking at how much we invested and how much we get. It should also be mentioned that in a prop trading company, we usually settle with a profit split of 80% for us and 20% for the prop trading company. This takes place in a 2-week or monthly system. This means that if we generate 5% profit with a capital of $100,000, it will be $5,000, after which we receive $4,000, paid into the account or in cryptocurrencies, and $1,000 goes to the prop trading company. After the payout, our account is reset again to the base value of $100,000, and we can continue trading on the same terms. What are the advantages of prop trading? Prop trading provides the opportunity to trade with funds significantly larger than the investment amount. With $500 and passing the challenge, we will manage an account of a much higher value, where 3 to 5% per month translates to a $2,400 to $4,000 profit, where with a broker, this potential was $30 to $50 per month. Another plus for prop trading is an easier way to learn from mistakes. If we approach the challenge and don't pass it the first time, we can consider what can be improved in the next attempt, how to improve our trading, and how to enhance our plan. Of course, provided that we will have the resources for further attempts. When trading with a CFD broker, the ratio of investment costs to loss is very high. So, after losing the account, thoughts quickly arise about whether it makes sense to trade at all. The third advantage is the clearly defined money management conditions set by the company, which we must adhere to. If we know that the daily drawdown is a maximum of 5%, the chance of opening too large positions, exposing us to quick losses, is smaller. If someone else controls us in this respect, not us, it is much easier to maintain discipline. Let's now move on to the disadvantages of the prop trading system. The biggest disadvantage is the apparent simplicity of passing the challenge. At first glance, most people may think that making 10% with a simultaneous max loss of 10% is not difficult. Nothing could be more wrong. Most fail the challenge and lose funds. Another disadvantage worth mentioning is the increased spread on more exotic currency pairs. If you're a fan of trading on the Mexican peso or the Chinese yuan, you have to count on a spread often half as large as the top CFD brokers. In the case of primary currency pairs, fortunately, the spread and fees are similar or only slightly higher. Given this information, the choice between a CFD broker and a prop trading company depends on your trading style, available resources, and risk acceptance. Remember, both CFD brokers and prop trading companies have their unique features that may or may not be beneficial for you. Your goal should be to find the best solution for you, meeting your individual trading needs and goals. Good luck!